This morning I'm meeting with Ashleigh from Ashleigh Creatives. So good morning, Ashleigh.
Good morning.
All right, I'll get straight into the questions. First one was just, can you tell me a little bit about your latest business idea in a 30-second elevator pitch?
Sure. So my latest business idea, it's called Ashleigh Creatives. Basically, it was just a little idea where suddenly I just wanted to make little wearables for people. So I started hand making clay earrings and scrunchies, and I was able to sell them to different people around Australia pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. So how did this idea begin?
It was quite random for me. So I had another business. It was called Ashby Entertainment, and I did kids' birthday parties. So I did face painting and balloon twisting. And when COVID hit, I couldn't do that because obviously we all had to be in our home. And I still wanted to do something, and I still wanted to have a business. So it was sort of something I could do from home and still be able to be creative.
Cool. I remember that previous business with the balloons and the face painting from you did some market days up at Cooper, didn't you? Cool. Yeah. No, I think my daughter got a beautiful butterfly painted on her face. So there's always some potential to go back to that once we get this whole COVID thing behind us.
Yeah.
So what made you want to go into self-employment?
Well, I kind of just like the idea of being, running your own path. And I feel like having your own business, especially being your own boss, it really pays off as you progress. You can see all your progression and you've done all the work. And it's just really rewarding for yourself, really.
Okay, cool. So, where did you get this previous business experience from?
Well, that one was sort of just another. So when I was younger, it was all the way back in year 5. I had one of my teachers actually did face painting. So she was able to teach me little things in year 5. And then all of a sudden, after I did my Cert 3 micro business, I was like, I want to start my own business. So that was sort of the first thing that came in my mind. And I was like, yep, it's happening. And I just did it.
Okay. So really, it's been small business for you right since the start. Yeah, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's been something I've always had an interest in. Yeah.
Cool. So who or what has been your biggest influence sort of with your business journey so far?
My biggest influence is probably Paul. So when I did my Cert 3 in micro business, my lecturer was Paul, and he's always been there to sort of push me and say, yep, do it. And the times I'm unsure, I'm like, I might do this, might do that. He just encouraged me to start it, which is the best thing ever.
Okay, cool. I find him really helpful. He's a really cool guy, actually.
Yeah.
And just starting to come on board with the entrepreneurship facilitation service.
Yeah.
Yeah, potential for Paul to help heaps more people out. Okay, so what was your biggest surprise in your previous business ventures, and how has it shaped your plans?
I would say probably the different type of work you have to put in. I didn't really expect, you have to put in so much planning and you have to look so ahead. And I honestly didn't expect that because online, before I did all my certs, I thought it would be such an easy breezy thing. People made it look so easy, but there's so much planning and so much thought and so much passion you have to put into it to really stick and commit.
Yeah. Look, I hear from people all the time that they want to go into small business for this lifestyle where they can just spawn around and do some work when they want to, and it's just not how it works.
Definitely.
Cool. So what are your goals for the next 6 months?
I would say that I really want to get back into the business because lately I've been really up and down. I'm not sure, and I keep sort of backing out and then starting up again, but I really want to commit and dedicate and get my business going, start a good plan and just flourish with it, really.
Okay, so you're still in the planning phase at the moment, are you?
Yeah, I've got so many different ideas on different businesses, and I'm not sure which one I want to stick to, but I just want to set a plan and work out what I really want to do because I'm so up and down at the moment. So
Yeah, look, I have heard people sort of say that the research that you do now at the start of your business will pay you back double down the track. So
yeah,
yeah, that's actually a theme that I keep hearing through these interviews.
yeah.
So what is driving your curiosity right now?
There's just all the different ideas, and there's so many different trends going on. Lately online, I've been seeing so many fashion industries just like flourishing. So I've just got so many different ideas that's making me curious, and I sort of want to test all the waters to see what I want to do, really.
Yep, cool. So it's kind of that prototyping phase at the moment where you
Yeah.
sort of put together some products
Yeah.
and you just need to get them out there. Actually, we've got an open day for our business coming up in a few weeks. Maybe you can come down and sell some of your stuff down here.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, I'll have a chat to you about that afterwards. Cool. So what's one myth about your industry that you'd love to dispel right now?
Definitely how easy it looks, how easy breezy it looks, because I feel like it's definitely not, and there's so much planning towards it. And that's something I definitely didn't expect. But yeah.
Cool. Now, of course, life is not all about success. I'm assuming that you've had some failures along the way.
Yeah.
So what have you learned from that?
Well, when I first started my Ashleigh Creatives, I started completely from scratch, and I wasn't a top art student or anything, so I just went straight into hand making like earrings from clay and things like that. And it was definitely like hit or miss, trial and error phase I went through. But I learned so much. I learned so much about myself, so much about what I could do and all of that, which really gave me a boost to start as well.
Okay, cool. All right, now, someone walked in right now, they're wanting to get into self-employment. What advice would you give them?
I would just tell them to go for it. Like, if you're passionate about something, if you're really sure of something, just go for it, because it's going to be the best thing that you do for yourself. You know, if you're that passionate and you're dedicated towards something, you're going to flourish in it because that's what you love doing. So.
Nice. All right. So is there anything that I didn't ask you that I really should have?
Not much that I can think of. Besides, I would just say that I feel like success isn't just one thing. Everyone's version of success is different. But yeah.
Cool. All right. So if we had to give this podcast a title, what should we call it? Because we are going to have to call it something.
Maybe I'd probably go like something like an idea station, you know, because there's so many different ideas everywhere.
Okay, cool. Now, if any of our listeners want to find your business, well, I guess once you've got it right up and running, where would be the best place for them to look for you?
Well, I have a Instagram, which is just called Ashleigh Creatives, and I've also got a Facebook for that one as well.
Okay, cool. So the social media marketing is generally how you get your stuff out to people. And look, that really makes sense with where your business has come from, sort of coming out of the pandemic.
Exactly.
Which look, I just think is so cool, because I have so many people going, oh God, how could I start a business now? When actually, you know, this is creating so many opportunities for people as well.
Exactly.
So, really exciting to talk to you know, a young lady who I think is really going somewhere. So yeah, thank you very much for your time this morning. And yeah, I'll have a chat to you later about that open day. I think there could be some good opportunities there.
For sure.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you so much.